In this video tutorial, I'm going to talk about three things. The first is including wyUpdate, a royalty-free standalone updater with your application. You can use it with any app or game. The language you program in doesn't matter. Then I'll be talking about using the AutomaticUpdater control with your C# or VB.NET app. If you're not making a .NET app, you can just skip this part. And lastly, I'll show you how to use wyBuild to create your tiny update patches. It's a simple matter of dragging and dropping files and folders. But before you can do anything, you need to download and install wyBuild. Once installed, just select wyBuild and click Create New Project. Then enter your company name and product name. Now select the theme for wyUpdate, or create a new one with your product's branding. You can also include as many languages as you want. You can edit and add new ones. For now, we'll just stick with English. Now we'll set the next version of your product that you'll be releasing to your users, in this case 1.1. Let's enter the site where the updates will be checked and downloaded from. Now we're ready to build wyUpdate to include with version 1.1 of your app. It's going to ask us to save your project. Just enter a file name and click Save. When you open the folder, you'll see your project file and another folder called wyUpdate, inside which you'll find wyUpdate in a client file. We need to do two more things. The first is to build a blank update, and now we're going to upload these files to your web server. Just click Add Site, enter your FTP address, username and password, and then click Add Site. Now simply click the Upload Files button. When you run wyUpdate, you'll see it says you have the latest version of your app installed. If you're not making a .NET app, you can add a shortcut within your program to launch wyUpdate. Then just include your app files and folders along with wyUpdate and the client file in version 1.1 of your app installer. If you are making a .NET app, whether it's written in C#, VB.NET, or any other .NET language, you can add full automatic updating ability to your program using the free AutomaticUpdater control. The first step is to add a Check for Updates menu to your application. Then go to the Properties window and change the name of the menu to something you can remember. You can also add a separator just by typing a dash. To add the AutomaticUpdater control, right-click the toolbox and click Choose Items. Now click Browse to find the AutomaticUpdater DLL in the wyBuild folder. Click OK and add the AutomaticUpdater to your form. Let's go back to the Properties window and set the anchor to top right. We'll generate a GUID by clicking the ellipsis button. And lastly, we'll set the menu to what we created earlier. Now go to Events and double-click the Closing Aborted event. Inside the Closing Aborted event, we'll call your Load Settings function. Let's add an if statement to the constructor to only call load settings when the AutomaticUpdater isn't closing for an installation. Now just build your app and you're ready to go. When you test your Check for Updates menu, it should work perfectly. Now you can release your app to your users. All your users are running version 1.1 of your app, and you're ready to release version 1.2 to these users. The first step is to click the New Version tab in wyBuild, then enter the changes in version 1.2. Now we can add the files that will be updated. First, drag the version 1.1 of your app into wyBuild. Now flip over to the 1.2 tab and add those files as well. We can change the registry just as easily. In this case, we'll create a new value by entering the value name and the value data, and then clicking the Add Registry Change button. Now we're ready to build wyUpdate for version 1.2 of your app, so you can include them with version 1.2 of your app installer. Then simply click Build Updates, and then upload these files to your web server. Your users will automatically be delivered the update patches to version 1.2. Here I'm showing what happens if a user manually checks for updates. The updates are installed quickly, and the new version of your app runs. If you're not using the AutomaticUpdater control, then your users can get the latest version of your app by just launching the wyUpdate program. Get wyBuild now. There's a free 14-day trial without any restrictions or nag screens.